You know, not every boat needs 1,000 horsepower, twin V8s, and a fuel bill that requires a second mortgage. Sometimes you just need a boat that gets everything right. And that's exactly what we've got here. This is a 2002 Regal 2150 LSC, an American-built sports cuddy that proves good boating isn't about excess, it's about getting on the water, taking the family out, dropping the anchor somewhere peaceful, and enjoying the day. So let's have a look. First impressions are exactly what you'd expect from Regal. There's a real sense of sporty styling with the sweeping windscreen, the clean hull lines and broad beam, giving the boat a much larger presence than its 19-foot length would suggest. At 8 feet 5 inches wide, it feels reassuringly stable on the water, while still being perfectly manageable to tow and launch. Now, speaking of towing, this one comes complete with its road trailer. So whether you fancy exploring different waterways or simply storing her at home over winter, you've got that flexibility. And for a boat that's now over 20 years old, she's still got that unmistakable Regal look that has aged remarkably well. Now this is where most owners are going to spend their time. The cockpit is spacious, sociable, and surprisingly practical. There's plenty of seating for family and friends, and right in the centre you've got this removable cockpit table, which is perfect for lunch, drinks, or simply somewhere to put the coffee while you watch the world drift by. When the sun comes out, there's a bimini top to provide some welcome shade. When British weather decides to do what British weather normally does, you'll be pleased to know this boat benefits from a full canopy that was replaced in 2022, keeping the cockpit dry and extending your boat season considerably. Now, it's a sort of layout that encourages you to stay aboard just that little bit longer. Moving across to the helm, everything falls naturally to hand. There's a compass, depth sounder, clear instrumentation and excellent visibility throughout that wraparound windscreen. Power comes from a MERCRUISER 120 horsepower diesel engine. Now it's not going to pin you to your seat like an offshore race boat, but that's rather the point. Another great feature on this Regal Cuddy cabin is the walk-through windscreen, which gives you easy access to the bow for a spot of sunbathing. It's smooth, economical and perfectly suited to cruising rivers, lakes and sheltered coastal waters, while still giving you enough performance to put a smile on your face when you open the throttle. It's boating without the drama. Let's head below. Now, one of the biggest advantages of a cuddy cabin is that it gives you options. Need somewhere for the children to escape the sun? Done. Fancy a weekend away? No problem. Need somewhere dry to store bags, life jackets and everything else that somehow ends up on your boat? You've got it. There's comfortable accommodation below along with a chemical toilet, making this far more than simply a day boat. For young couples, it's exactly the sort of boat that encourages spontaneous weekends away. So let's recap. A 2002 Regal 2150, American build quality, MERCRUISER 120 horsepower diesel engine, road trailer included, brand new full canopy fitted in 2022, engine service in 2025, and a boat safety certificate valid right through until July 2030. It's an honest, well-equipped sports cruiser that's equally happy spending the afternoon on the river as it is heading off for a weekend adventure. If you'd like to see this Regal in person or arrange a viewing, get in touch with us here at Acaster Marine. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next walkthrough.